some of the things I do for science here. I actually haven't ever heard the animals make a sound as it's whizzing through. So we'll have a look at the data in a minute to see what we've actually got with the wind speeds. So this is Storm Eunice. We're at ground level and we're recording the wind speed. We're in an open space, so we can get a better idea of the wind direction and hear the wind speed. And this is recording just about everything. It's recording the temperature, the humidity, the air pressure, as well as this wind speed. And if you think that it's not that windy, well, you can't see the cameraman trying to desperately hang on to the camera here, and I'm trying to stay upright, so I've had to change my stance with my feet to sort of spread myself to try and make it better. And the poor cameraman here is getting blown away as we try and do this. But we've got quite a significant amount of noise coming off of the anemometer as it's picking up a lot of wind speed here. We're just back and I have now downloaded the data from the PASCO weather sensor into Capstone. We recorded quite a lot of information. I've just put up to here quickly, but it can record all sorts of things like the temperature, relative humidity, barometric pressure, which I've got up the top here, wind speed, but quite a few others. Wind chill is probably going to be quite interesting to have a look at. So let's just have a look at barometric pressure. So I've got the barometric pressure here, and you'll notice with the barometric pressure I've gone and put wind speed as well, and this is the time when I started talking, and here you could see we got a gust of here 52.3 miles an hour. But if you look at also the barometric pressure, you'll see that at the moment that we get the rise in the wind gust, we also get a large fall in the barometric pressure. And if you follow these through, every time we have a wind gust like this one, then also there is a corresponding drop in the barometric pressure. And that was our highest gust we got at 52.3 miles an hour. We have another one here which was 48.1 miles an hour. We had quite a minor little gust here at only 41.2 miles an hour, and if we move across here, 51, and I can highlight this to have a look at 49. So we've got quite a lot of high wind, and this each time, each gust corresponds to a drop in barometric pressure. As well as looking at barometric pressure, we also had a look at things like the wind chill, and I think I'm going to have to set this on a different scale here, and we can see that from when the moment I went out, and I'm just going to pull this along a bit to where we were, we can see that we had a fair old amount of wind chill here, going from the balmy 25 degrees Celsius from inside to about here 5 Celsius. If I want to find out exactly what it is, then we can see it's 5.7 degrees Celsius. So that was the wind chill, as opposed to the temperature, which was very slightly, but not a lot warmer, and the temperature there was 9.9. So the wind making it feel quite a lot chillier than it really was. So we can look at all sorts of things here. We can look at the relative humidity, and we can see that the relative humidity was in fact quite reasonable. It did go up at the end. That's because it did start to rain, and we made rather a run for it to get back inside before the camera got too wet. So we can see that there's quite a lot of data that we can get from this. We can also look at the latitude and longitude, so we can, with other pictures like Google Earth, we can see where we were at the time. I'm not going to bother looking at many of the others because they're not very important, but what you will notice was with wind direction here, the wind direction was really a little bit variable. When we started out, this is in the housing estate, and you can see with the houses redirecting the wind, it's coming from all sorts of directions. But when we got out into the park, most of the time the wind was coming from the same direction, and then as we made our way back, then again the wind became more variable because of the buildings. So this is Storm Eunice that we were trying to have a look at and play around with the PASCO, the weather sensor.